There's something wrong with the deep ocean. The creatures down there don't follow the rules. They grow to sizes that shouldn't be possible. Sizes that defy explanation. An isopod the length of your forearm. A squid longer than a school bus. Amphipods normally the size of a grain of rice, growing as large as your hand. Scientists call it deep-sea gigantism. And after decades of research, we still don't fully understand why it happens. Let's start with what we know exists. The giant isopod, a distant cousin of the pill bug you find in your garden. But down here, at depths of 2,000 meters, it grows to nearly 50 centimeters long. The size of a small dog, its armor-plated body scuttles across the ocean floor, scavenging whatever scraps drift down from above. Then there's the colossal squid, the largest invertebrate on Earth, eyes the size of dinner plates, arms lined with rotating hooks. Specimens recovered from the deep have measured over 10 meters in length, some scientists believe. Even larger ones exist, lurking in the midnight zone where no light penetrates. Amphipods tell the same story. These tiny shrimp-like creatures are abundant in shallow waters, barely visible to the naked eye. But in the hadal zone, the deepest trenches on Earth, they balloon to monstrous proportions. Some grow longer than 30 centimeters. That's hundreds of times larger than their shallow water relatives. Even the Japanese spider crab, with a leg span stretching over 3 meters, thrives in the cold, dark waters off Japan's coast. The pattern is unmistakable. The deeper you go, the bigger life becomes. But why? Scientists have debated this for over a century. Several theories have emerged, but none fully explain the phenomenon. In the deep sea, food is scarce. The only nourishment comes from marine snow, tiny particles of waste and dead matter drifting down from the surface. It's not much to survive on so little. Creatures must be efficient. A larger body has a slower metabolism. It burns less energy per unit of mass. This allows deep-sea giants to go months, even years, between meals. The giant isopod has been observed surviving over 5 years without eating in captivity. Size, in this case, becomes an advantage, a way to outlast the famine. Another explanation is simpler. In the deep sea, predators are rare but deadly. Being larger makes you harder to kill. There are fewer threats in the abyss compared to shallow reefs. This means less evolutionary pressure to stay small and agile, without the constant danger of being eaten. Creatures can afford to grow. And when predators do exist, size becomes armor. A colossal squid is too large for most hunters. Its sheer mass protects it. Temperature plays a role too. The deep ocean is cold, near freezing. Cold water slows down biological processes, extending lifespans. Animals grow for longer periods of time. Cold water also holds more dissolved oxygen than warm water. Some scientists believe this allows for more efficient cellular function, supporting larger body sizes, but this theory has problems. Not all cold water species are giants, and some deep-sea creatures remain small despite the same conditions. Here's where it gets strange. At extreme depths, pressure can affect how cells develop. Some research suggests that under immense pressure, cells themselves grow larger to maintain structural integrity. If individual cells are bigger, then entire organisms could scale up as well. But this remains speculative. We still lack the data to prove it. The truth is, no single theory explains everything. Some deep-sea creatures are giants, others remain tiny. The vampire squid, living at similar depths to the colossal squid, stays relatively small. The dragonfish, a fearsome predator of the midnight zone, rarely exceeds 15 centimeters. Why does gigantism affect some species and not others? We don't know. What we do know is this: the deep sea is the largest habitat on Earth. It covers more than half the planet's surface. And yet, we've explored less than 5% of it. Every dive brings back creatures we've never seen before. New species of giant amphipods and documented squid. Life forms that don't fit into our existing categories. The giants of the deep remind us that Earth still holds mysteries. That evolution, when pushed to its limits, produces wonders we can barely comprehend. Perhaps one day we'll understand why these creatures grow so large. Perhaps we'll discover even bigger animals lurking in unexplored trenches. Or perhaps some mysteries are meant to remain just beyond our reach. For now, the deep sea keeps its secrets, and the giants keep growing.